Hey everyone, and welcome to the first video tutorial for guitarism. Now in this video I'm going to cover just playing the guitar in the app, strumming, changing chords, using the different options and techniques. And in subsequent videos I'm going to cover Rhythm Nation, which is the guitarism community, and making your own recordings. So as you can see here, this is the main menu screen. You can play the guitar over here. You can go to Rhythm Nation to check out other people's recordings. You can make your own recordings, and you can change some of the app settings and set up your account. So if you go into the play guitar screen, this is where you play the app. Now guitarism is designed to be played with two thumbs, so you'll want to hold the phone like this, and you can strum with your right thumb and change chords with your left. You can also flip this around if you're left-handed in the settings screen. Now guitarism is all about strumming, and there's a lot you can do just in terms of changing the way you strum. So you'll want to play around with this and find your own style. You can strum up and down, soft and loud, strum a few strings, or all of them. You can combine these different techniques to make your own style. Changing chords is really easy. You can just tap the chord you want to switch to, or you can slide from chord to chord like this. The chord areas are fairly large, so you should be able to play this app without looking at the screen, which is really nice when you just want to play and you don't want to feel like you're programming a phone or something like that. Next up, I want to show you some of the options and techniques that we have available here. So to get to the options, you'll want to slide this little arrow over to the left. This brings the options up, and you can slide it back to take them away. The reason it's a slider is so that you don't accidentally hit it while you're playing. So up here there's some buttons. You can press this button here to go back to the main menu. This music icon lets you play along with songs from your music library. Up here you have the save and load buttons to save and load presets, and you have the menu options over here. So the first menu option is called key, and this lets you change the key of your song. So right now we're in a G major. Let's say I want to go to a B minor. I can just select B from here and minor from here. And now I have all of the primary chords that are used in the B minor key. So I have B minor down here, A and G and D, F sharp minor and E minor. And this is great if I want to play something fairly simple in B minor. But what if I want to change these chords further, if I want to customize them? I can go to the chords menu, and I can select each of these chords and change the chord I'm using. So for instance, if I go to this F sharp minor, I can turn this into an F sharp major. And I can go to this E minor over here, and I can make that, I don't know, there's a lot of options here, but let's say I want to make it a minor ninth. And so you can play around with this and set up the chords the way you'd like, and you get access to a fairly diverse set of things. Additionally, if you want to sing along, sometimes it helps to shift the pitch of the guitar up and down to match your voice. So with this pitch menu, you can go up by 5 half steps, you can go down by 4. So let's say I want to shift down by 1 half step. Now I'm kind of playing in this funny key. It's effectively A sharp minor, but the chords are all described as B minor because it's a shifted chord. Lastly, we have the options over here. These are a few different techniques you can use to change up the sound. So firstly, you have this thing called fret muting, and this is best described by just playing it. It sounds a bit like this. So as you can tell, this lets you mute the strings by releasing the chord button like so. And you can also strum the strings while they're muted like this. So this lets you add like a more percussive sound to your strumming, and it lets you create a more stronger rhythm. So that's pretty cool. And the next option we have here is called tilted chords, and this is something you might never want to switch off once you get used to it. It's very powerful. So what tilted chords lets you do is basically it's very useful when you're playing a chord like B minor. And if you're playing the same chord over and over again, you usually want to vary it a little bit. You want to change it up. And so with this feature, you can tilt your phone to the right and left, and you get access to variations on your primary chord. So right here I'm playing a B minor, and now I'm playing a B minor, a B suspended second. And this is a nice and subtle effect, but it adds a lot of flavor to your sound if you're strumming and playing the same chord over and over again. Additionally, you can customize each of the chords on the tilted side as well. So, for right now, if I have an F sharp suspended fourth over here, I can shift that and make it anything else I want. So let's go back to the chords menu, and I get my F sharp suspended fourth. What if I want to make that a I don't know, I'll make that a C sharp. Just scroll up to a C sharp. I'll make it a C sharp major. And now what I have is I have an F sharp chord here, and if I tilt it, I get a C sharp. So what this effectively means is that you have a total of 18 active chords to play around with once the tilted chords becomes enabled. And this is really useful if you have a song that has more than 6 primary chords. The last option over here is called hammer-on pull-off, and this is essentially an extension to tilting. And what it lets you do is it lets you, if you strum and then tilt right away, what it does is it will hammer on or pull off to the tilted chord, like so. And this is very nice, and it's kind of a nice pleasant effect if you have 2 similar chords, but it's really powerful when you use it for 2 very different chords, like you have the F sharp and the C sharp. This is something you can't really do on a real guitar, so it's pretty powerful. Lastly, once you have all these chords and settings defined, you can save them off in a preset so you can bring them back up later. So you just hit the save button over here and you can type in your title and artist. Or if you want, you can just pick a song from your music library and use the title and artist from that. So I'll just pick this one over here, and it just pre-populates the title and artist. And that's really useful if you're saving chords for the songs in your library. And then later on, you can just load it back up. You press the load button. It shows you all your presets, and you can just bring up any other presets you have saved. So here I hit a different preset, and now all of my chords are going to be different. So now you can see I have the E and the B and the A7th because these were the chords I had saved earlier. So that's all for this video. This should show you the basics of strumming as well as how to get around the app. In the next set of videos, I'm going to show you how to use the online community to learn different songs and save their chords to your library, and also how to make your own recordings. So check those out. Let me know if you have any issues with the app or any suggestions, and have a great time playing. Thanks.